Families, we hope that you are safe and healthy. For families returning to Carmen, welcome back. If you are new to Carmen, we are so delighted that you've joined our Carmen community. We hope that you've been enjoying the summer break before launching the 2021-22 school year. We couldn't be more excited to have your child attend school in person 5 days a week this year. We know from our academic data that nothing can replace in-person instruction. Despite the tremendous efforts of our staff, we know that we can build stronger connections, relationships, and develop our students academically, socially, and emotionally much better in person. Thank you for your continued trust, support, and partnership. Today, we will provide you with an update on how we will be ensuring that everyone is safe and responsible as we return to our school buildings, and we'll share the commitments that we're making as a community to safely return to in-person learning. We'll talk through our guiding principles, where we've been, what we know, the 21-22 health and safety policies for Carmen, and some additional items that you'll find in your email. Our guiding principles remain intact for the 21-22 school year. That every Carmen student will know that the adults care about them, love them, will check in on them, and provide them with the support that they need so they can be prepared to successfully graduate from college and secure family-sustaining careers. Every student will feel a sense of inclusivity and belonging, and every student can count on consistency, academic, behavior, and emotional constancy of staff at Carmen. We remain committed to prioritizing the safety of our students, of our staff, and of you all, our families. Keep our students learning. We remain committed to better our best and flexibly adapt. As you all know, COVID-19 is an ever-evolving pandemic, and we are constantly adapting and changing and shifting based on data, the science, and we're committed to the safety of you and our students and our staff and our entire community. Many of you may be wondering, how do we determine our policies? A couple different ways. One, at the federal level, we look at the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. We look at their guidance, the CDC guidance. We look at the Wisconsin Department of Health Services guidance. We look at the Milwaukee Health Department guidance. We look at the guidance from our authorizer, the Milwaukee Public Schools. We look at the guidance and research from the American Academy of Pediatrics. And we have external experts, epidemiologists, researchers, scientists, pediatricians, that we lean on for additional advice and guidance. And of course, we look at our Carmen guiding principles. That is how we determine our Carmen health and safety policies. Let's talk about where we've been. I'm so proud to share that there was absolutely no transmission that happened in our schools in the 2020-21 school year. Even when at our peak, we had a 0.2% positivity rate in our schools, and that folks that had tested positive for COVID did not transmit it in our schools. That is a huge feat. It's demonstrating that our 6 layers of protection, in fact, worked. We had 0 transmission, something I am incredibly proud to share. Face mask, physical distancing, hand hygiene, health and wellness surveys and temperature checks, cleaning and disinfecting, and rapid response protocols were our 6-layer protections. It was not just one, but the combined efforts of these layered protections. What we know now, we know that the COVID-19 vaccines are currently the leading public health prevention strategy to end the COVID-19 pandemic. We also know that there's been a recent increase in positive cases as a result of the COVID-19 mutation, the Delta variant. We also know that layered protocols and policies are the best measures to provide a safe learning environment for everyone. Again, not one single protocol policy, but the layered protocols and policy are the best measures to provide our community safe. We know as of August 2nd, 2021, this is a bar graph of our state, Wisconsin. We have a population of 5.8 million. On June 22nd, the 7-day average cases was 77. As of August 5th, 2021, the 7-day average has increased to 1,000. And just yesterday alone, there was 1,500 new confirmed cases. So as you can see, the Delta variant is increasing the number of positive cases in our state and in our city. What we know now is that our Carmen policies and protocols will remain centered on the core prevention strategies that we implemented in the 2020-21 school year, with some baseline changes as we prepare for 100% capacity of in-person learning in all of our schools. I'm going to start talking a little bit in terms of what are the things that we're going to continue, the things that we're going to change, and things that are still in progress. So last year in 2020-21 school year, we had 6 layers of protection. This year, we're going to have 7 layers of protection. You'll notice that we actually removed the health and wellness surveys and temperature checks. We have learned from data that health and wellness surveys and temp checks are not necessarily a necessary layer of protection at this given time, given the fact that we've added COVID-19 testing for our unvaccinated staff and for any symptomatic staff. And we've added the other layer of promoting the COVID-19 vaccine. There will be 8 layers of protection for visitors only with the additional health and wellness survey. So things that will continue: face masks. All staff, students, and visitors must wear a face mask at all times while in a Carmen school building or on school grounds. If individuals elect to use a face shield, that's completely fine, but you have to wear a face mask. Masks cannot have any profanity or any offensive markings, words, symbols displayed that are written on them. And masks, of course, can't be shared. In terms of cleaning and disinfecting, Carmen will continue a consistent daily schedule of thorough cleaning and disinfecting. Twice daily cleaning of high-touch surfaces will be disinfected. Areas where meals are served are cleaned. Restrooms, all classrooms, offices, high-touch areas, restrooms, and stairwells are cleaned nightly. In terms of hygiene and ventilation, all students and staff will wash hands regularly using soap for at least 20 seconds. Hand sanitizers will contain at least 60% alcohol. All rooms will continue to have a ventilation plan. Filters will be changed frequently to ensure efficient air filtration. And we'll continue to use best practice for increased ventilation, open windows, doors, etc. In terms of a COVID-19 response protocol, staff will be required to notify their supervisor in the event they become diagnosed with COVID-19 or have symptoms of COVID-19. Families are also required to notify our schools in the event someone in your family or your child becomes diagnosed with COVID-19. Isolation room. Each of our schools have a designated isolation room in the case of a positive case exposure or if a student or staff member becomes ill or shows symptoms of COVID-19. Physical distancing. We're going to continue to have student-to-student seated in classrooms at 3 feet distancing. Continue with 3 feet distancing for outdoor activities and events, adult-to-adult professional development with no students in the building, adult-to-adult with students in the building, adult-to-students, and transition times. Updated. We are thrilled to share that we will have K through 12 levels of sports that are going to be permitted. We will adhere at Carmen to more stringent requirements. Field trips are allowed while following all the safety protocols. Mass students can be driven to their internships. Locker use will be permitted, coat hooks as well, and Carmen will not offer a virtual learning option for the 21-22 school year. All daily protocols and responses. Once again, we will not be doing temperature checks for staff and students. We will do a health screeners for our visitors. And the cafeteria use will be permitted with students sitting 3 feet apart. COVID testing. We will do routine COVID-19 testing for staff who are unvaccinated and are are symptomatic. Staff are reporting to Carmen their vaccination statuses. And we also can see the Wisconsin Immunization Registry has updated records for any students who are eligible that already received the COVID-19 vaccine. A couple things that are in progress. We are looking into the possibility of doing routine COVID-19 testing for students who are involved in sports and for any symptomatic students as well. Lastly, look at your email. There's links for important information for the beginning of the school year, dates for the beginning of the year, and information on how to purchase your uniforms. Thank you so much for your time this evening. We are thrilled once again that you have joined Carmen. And please reach out if you have any questions. We love hearing from you. Have a wonderful rest of your summer, and we can't wait to see you soon.